Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Sorry for any ads or silences or any interruptions in this video. Or like anything like the ads on the top. No, I'm gonna be talking about the severe threat 21st to 24th, but in this model 22nd or mainly 23rd and 24th. Just saying this is a rain model. So the darker the color doesn't mean you're having the most severe weather. It just means you have the highest flooding threat. And please go see the other video I posted a couple minutes ago. It's already posted right now as I'm making this video about and where the worst is going to be and stuff. I'm going to just use the radar because I didn't use it in the last video. So anyway, so the worst is going to be like Florida Panhandle, North Florida to like coastal Carolina. So Florida to Carolinas and definitely Georgia. Yeah, and Georgia also. Why did I say possibly Georgia? Anyway, so we start out around noontime here with the low pressure system bringing the first band of the severe weather on the 22nd around Texas into Oklahoma. So the low pressure system, as you see right here, went southern, I guess. So this is the most rain right here. That's the flooding threat. That's the one circled in red. But the worst severe threat overall is this right here. It's like a weird backwards mouth shape. That's the one colored blue of where we have the biggest severe threat. But over here we have the biggest biggest rain threat and flooding threat, biggest severe threat. Here you go. That's around noontime on the 22nd. Then we'll skip to the evening hours, 6 o'clock. So the low pressure system is moving north out to be so the Storm Prediction Center will most likely is going to issue for their day 3 outlook tomorrow, like a severe weather for Thursday. And I already told you where it's probably going to be the worst and stuff. I explained it even more in the last video, so go see that. Anyway, so the most severe weather is here. Is in the blue, and the most rain with the flooding threat is right north of that. And if you are in a purple, you are in the worst. You're in the severe threat and the big flooding threat. So yeah. Now as this low pressure starts moving north, the more severe weather starts moving south. Actually, so it might sound weird, but that's just how it goes. So on this day we could see a couple tornadoes. The tornado threat on this day is low, and it's gonna plummet way higher. It's gonna go way higher. I don't know if you think of like going to 100%. The tornado threat's gonna go way higher. Like the wind and tornado threat's gonna go higher, and the hail threat's probably gonna stay the same as we go to more to the south, because it just like there's like a point in the low pressure system where it just gets way stronger. That's where it's by Alabama, but it's strongest. I already told you. Florida Panhandle up to Carolinas. Florida to Carolinas again. And this will hopefully load. Okay, boom. You see it's getting way stronger. So the low pressure system. So we have some. Okay, now I'm just going to do everything in purple. So we have some scattered showers a little north of the low pressure system. And some south of the low pressure system. But this low pressure system is going to be moving north, while the most severe weather is going to be moving east and south. Also a little bit north. All directions, but away from the low pressure system. Anyway, so let's go to around 6 a.m. early morning, 23rd, where the severe weather is not in yet. So this will load. Boom. So the most rain overall is definitely going to be right here. That's the most rain. Yeah, actually, sorry for the interruption in the back, but that's the most rain over that. It's not the biggest severe threat. Again, it's gonna get stronger. But yeah, so like if you're just like you might you might be in the red, and have the big, you might be in that orange and have the biggest severe threat. But in this case, it's gonna stay more south of that. Boom. So now we see around noontime, it's gonna start really getting stronger, and we have a little bit of a line form, and it's gonna keep moving. Now that's just the most rain. It's not the biggest thunderstorms. Again, that's gonna stay a little more south, not completely more south, but again, now we're gonna go to the 18th, where boom. Now around evening 23rd is where it reaches its peak, the strongest. Because you see definitely the biggest severe threats. Now the most rain is gonna stay a little bit more north, but definitely the biggest severe threats. It doesn't matter if the orange area is bigger. Definitely the biggest severe threats are right here and right here. Those are the biggest threat. It reaches its peak there, and then it's gonna start calming down a bit as this storm moves offshore, and we still have a severe storm on the 24th early morning, but then it starts diminishing, and then we're done. Anyway, so I'm just gonna say, if you live in parts of the Florida Panhandle or South Georgia or parts of coastal South Carolina or something, I don't know about North Georgia or any other places I didn't mention, but the places I mentioned, and not North Georgia, but I think it should say potential for severe thunderstorms on the 23rd. And places I definitely know is Tallahassee and Albany. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Have a nice day.